Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new horror film, Are You There? And this is from director Kim Noonan, and this film focuses on the story of Rosa, a young woman who's a paranormal psych student who does this ritual candle and winds up trying to connect with a dead loved one and winds up getting caught up in an uncomfortable, dangerous, and terrifying game of 20 questions with a spirit. And this film is interesting because you can definitely tell this is a small budgeted film, but honestly the film does a really decent job of laying down some interesting filmmaking, some camera work. And as the film starts really getting into its horror elements, I think the scares, they're well staged, they're well set up, there's some compelling elements to them, and they feel unique and interesting. And I think in general, this film makes the most out of a pretty small budget. I feel like you connect to its protagonist and understand her motivations for trying to connect with a loved one. And, incorporating different coming of age elements of like connecting with this boy and getting on the internet and doing stuff and recording all of this and having a message board, those kinds of things, they're a little cliche and expected in a film like this that's focusing on this young woman at a particular time in her life. But I think those elements do a fine job of building a connection. You have her friendship, you have this longing and grief for her deceased loved one. This film honestly is working pretty well for the first 2/3 of it. Then the film starts really losing its way in the third act, where it really goes, when it starts going really full-blown into its horror, and I feel like it loses some steam because I feel like it starts climaxing a little early and it's like, well, just an hour in, we need to, keep this going. And then when the film really starts to reveal exactly what's going on, it's not exactly the most satisfying or interesting way of everything you've built up to this point in like delivering what this film delivers. It kind of takes away from the overall experience. And at the end of the day, this is a fine, well put together film on a low budget. It has some elements that really work, has some decent scares. It just really loses its way as it tries to stick its landing and doesn't quite deliver the satisfying experience you might hope. But those are my thoughts on Are You There? Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.